Hey, how you doing there again, folks? Me again, of course, Brandon Wenzel. Come back at you, another offering off my sampler platter. Yes, indeed, folks. Sampler V, Series V's I do for the lot. I go over there, try out food and drink items. I eat the stuff, I drink stuff. Then, folks, I'm going to talk about the stuff. I'm going to let you know all that you need to know about hopefully delicious stuff. That time I'm doing this, folks, I'm not going to lie. I don't have the highest of hopes for this one, but we'll get into that. Folks, it's super simple format. I'm going to go over there. I'm going to try out food and or drink items for you. Whilst I'm doing so, I'm going to yammer on about it for a bit. Whilst I'm doing so, I'm in my back room today, which means I got a Peter Can Thunderbolt poster behind there. It's a mask, various assorted stuff. You might see one of my hamsters, my little girl, Yukari Moon. You might see her pop her head over there. You might not. Depends on how good you bet. And aside from all that, folks, what else am I doing? Well, I'm wearing a super cool shirt. Folks, where I wear super cool shirts, I always like to highlight the super cool shirt. What super cool shirt am I wearing today? Boom! It's my Mia X Alley shirt. Now, I've featured this one in a number of reviews. Mia X Alley is in regards to the musical artist Mia Sano and Allie the Piper, who, respectively, perform with the electrical violin and the bagpipes. Two very, somewhat less than conventional instruments. I became aware of these folks. Well, I actually became aware of Mia Sano well before I became aware of Allie the Piper. Just through general recommendations on YouTube and stuff like that. Sometimes they're pretty good. Other times they're like, don't you care about The Walking Dead? And I'm like, no, I don't give a shit. But I did care about Mia. I really enjoyed her stuff. Like I said, she uses the electric violin, does like covers and stuff, also does her own like original music. I really dug her stuff, and so when she announced she was going on tour last year in 2023, I was super excited. Then, when I finally got there, there was also Allie the Piper, who, as I said before, she plays the bagpipes, and she kind of does similar stuff to Mia Sano covers, and then also her own original stuff, plus they perform together, there were skits involved. I fucking loved it. So much so, not only did I get a shirt, I also went over there and took some pictures, took some videos. The videos of their performance are also on my channel, just in case maybe you want to check it out, or go check out their actual stuff, which is even better. But anyway, what am I trying for you today, folks? What are we doing here? Why am I not super excited about this one? Well, it's because today, folks, we're reviewing, boom! It's Hello Kitty Spicy Noodle Soup. So here's the thing, I got nothing against Hello Kitty. It's fine, it's not my thing, but, do as you do. But I just got through reviewing the Hello Kitty normal noodle soup. And, go watch that review if you want my full thoughts on it. I wasn't super impressed with it. So I'm kind of, about this one too. But we're going to give it a shot. It's from a company called Prince Katsu. It's ready in 3 minutes. All that good stuff. Fill it up to the line. And what with this being an instant noodle review, it's going to end up on my ramen review playlist. That is just a playlist of just instant noodle reviews. Some ramen, pho, noodle soup, bunch of stuff. But let's give it a shot, folks. Let's, see how it goes. Maybe I'll like the spicy version more than the normal version. Typically that's the case. Oh wait, we got to get a thing for the thumbnail. Almost forgot. Ha 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 ha. Can I get a better thing? Ha ha ha. Sure, why not? Let's give it a go. You'd think after doing so many of these reviews I'd remember to get the thumbnail thing, but I don't. Not all the time. Okay. Where's the heat? I do think I probably like this one more than the other one. There's a little bit more to it, but when I say a little bit, I mean a little bit. There's really not a lot going on here. And that was definitely a big point of contention with the other one. Is like, so when you go to make these, the Hello Kitty things, with the normal one, they're like, here's a seasoning packet, here's a little package with the vegetables, and there's also like a little fatty packet that, you go over there. It kind of gives the broth a little something extra, kind of greases it up a little bit, but in a good way. And with this one, there wasn't a vegetable packet; it was uh, just the seasoning packet. And there kind of was a fatty packet, but it was definitely more like with the spices and stuff. So I'm guessing that's where the spicy thing came in. I poured the whole damn thing in there, folks. I mean, and I'm really not getting much out of this. I'm gonna try some of the broth just by itself. Oh, okay. All right. There's a little bit of a chili heat, a little bit, and when I say a little bit, I mean a little bit. Like you can kind of feel it at the back of your throat a little bit. I mean, okay. Um, it's very. I'm not even gonna say mid. It's very lower mid. Unfortunately, this kind of thing. And I do think it's kind of funny because it's Hello Kitty, right? And it's like, oh, it's got all the peppers on it and it's spicy. This is definitely spicy for what I would assume is the average Hello Kitty fan. And I don't mean that to be mean or anything like that, but here's my point, right? So you've got Hello Kitty with the little peppers and the whole thing, and ooh, it's spicy. Whereas conversely, uh, and I reviewed this earlier this year, Agritsuku, which is another property that's done by the Hello Kitty people, and it's all about this awesome. Uh, she's a red panda, and she's into metal, and like it's a really good series. I'm a big fan of Agritsuku. This is what I'm reviewing for Hello Kitty. For Agritsuku, I reviewed Ghost Pepper Sauce. So whoever is doing the marketing for that company, they understand their audience. That's the point I'm trying to make. Because yeah, I mean this is, it's fine, I guess, but it's very I appreciate the little extra they do to kind of amp up the broth a little bit, but it's pretty unimpressive. And the thing is, there's so many really good ramens out there, like instant noodle stuff. And something like this, I don't know. Two questions have to be asked. Would I get it again? Would I recommend it? For myself, no. I was hoping, yeah, I wasn't particularly excited. But I was hoping that maybe, with the spiciness, it would be like, okay, it would kind of redeem the whole thing a little bit. And it's too little. Way, way too little. The spice is very, very, you know, it's just a small chili spice. There's really not much to it. It doesn't really impart much extra flavor. It's just, it's the same basic thing as the other one, just eensy bit spicier. Yeah, and without the vegetables. So for me, there's just no reason. Now, if I'm recommending it, I always try to kind of bring up 2 points. I'm recommending it for potentially people like me and people who aren't like me. People like me are people who don't want to cook a lot and we just want something simple after work. Whereas conversely, then there's other people who actually cook and do proper stuff for themselves, but maybe they just need a snack for lunch or something. For people like me, no reason to get this. Uh, there's way better options out there. I've reviewed a lot of them on this show. It's a very, like I said, there's just not much to it. It's very one dimensional, and it's not even like you're getting a lot, so it's not like it's really a hearty kind of thing. It's just eh. And by that same token, when it comes to if I'm reviewing for other people, even if I'm reviewing it for somebody who, like I said, maybe you just need a little lunch thing on your work break, I think you could just get Maruchan or something like that, like one of the non-branded ones, and that would be perfectly fine. Like, I don't think that you really need the Hello Kitty aspect because that's really what you're paying for with this. So yeah, I don't think either of them are all that great. There was a third one too, and I'm glad I didn't pick it up now. Anyway, 5 things before I get out of here. Have yourself a great rest of your day, spectacular rest of the week, monumental rest of the month, stupendous rest of your folks. Go over there, have yourselves a truly Agritsuku-tastic rest of your life. Because personally, although it is nowhere near as successful as Hello Kitty, nor will it ever be, I personally prefer Agritsuku quite a bit. I think it's a much better property. But, two different audiences. Final 2 things. Number one, try to bring some positivity in the world. It's not always possible. It is, however, always appreciated. But what you do if you can't do all the time. I know I can't do all the time. Here's what you gotta do, folks. You're gonna try not to be an asshole. Folks, it's not always the easiest thing in the world to not be an asshole. Trust me, I know it, I live it. I'm out there every day with you in it. Folks, life can be stressful and frustrating and bullshit, and when we have to deal with those situations, it's important we go over there, take a step back, try to mitigate the level of assholishness in our lives, hopefully do better for ourselves and for those around us. Very final thing, folks, do the thing. Whatever the thing is for you, that's what I want you to go out and do. Folks, maybe you're going to go over there. I don't know, man. Maybe you're going to go over there and you're going to, they have to already exist, but if they don't, maybe you're going to talk to Prince Katsu, whoever made this stuff. You're going to be like, look, Hello Kitty, yeah, fine. Hello Kitty, yay. Let's get some Agritsuku ramen. That way, hopefully it can be properly spiced and have, punchy flavor. So that there's, this fat guy on the internet who wears a Mia X Ollie shirt sometimes. And, he'd like to go over there and review your product. There has to be Agritsuku ramen. I'm sure there's probably, like, multiple varieties of it already. Maybe I'll look into that at some point. We'll see. Yeah, the Hello Kitty stuff just isn't doing it for me. Which, again, I'm not the audience for that, which is perfectly fine. But if you are, I hope that you enjoy it. Maybe check out Agritsuku if you are into that stuff. I did go over there. I got one of my friends. His wife was a big Hello Kitty fan, and she wasn't familiar with Agritsuku, and I was like, so. Anyway, or conversely, just, eat whatever branded ramen you want. I'm sure there's Naruto ramen. There's absolutely Naruto ramen for sure. One Piece ramen. Basically any anime that's been made probably in the last 20 years at least. Bye.